game the rest of the week. So I've had five games, 4 days or 4 weeks. I've yet to have a good game. Four Mercy Rule games and one game that should have been a Mercy Rule game.
Well, you get back to the station early at least. Then if they're
yeah.
running the clock.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just
Now-
you're on the air at 6:30. You kick off at 7. You're done at 9. Oh, okay, there you go.
Now I know you know a lot about Western Reserve. 3-1.
Yes.
Mineral Ridge, surprising 3-1.
Absolutely.
Is this a game or not?
It could be.
Is this a game or not?
Probably not, but it could be.
And you're tilting in Western Reserve, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, Western Reserve.
Is Mineral Ridge for real?
They could be. I mean, look,
Do we know anything about them? What do we know about them?
They beat the only loss of their season for them.
Wasn't it Lisbon or
is
something?
to Lisbon.
Who
And
lost
it was a
to
last-second
Lisbon
loss,
lost.
and Lisbon lost to Valley Christian. I think 1 week later. So
That
Mineral Ridge
doesn't make sense.
But Mineral Ridge is one play from being 4-0 going
Okay.
into this game. So
there's a lot of second level points on the line.
Yeah, there
here.
is some second
or
level
could
points,
be
absolutely.
for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
McDonald Springfield local.
Should be a good game as well. I know
2-2. Springfield's on one of their last two.
One common opponent.
Which is?
Columbiana beat McDonald in overtime, coming back from the dead to beat them at Firestone Park.
Okay.
And then Columbiana was slaughtered, I should say, by Springfield in their place. So, I don't know, is the game in Springfield or is it in McDonald?
I'm not sure.
Okay, well, it should be an entertaining game. It could very well be an entertaining game.
It's a big game.
Yeah.
Especially for
not
Springfield. They lost early on.
Yeah, Tigers lost the first 2 games of the year. They lost to South Range and then they lost to Brookfield.
And
I think
who's
they
having
should have
trouble.
lost to Brookfield.
Brookfield's 1-3.
Yeah, Brookfield's having a little bit of trouble now, and they get South Range this week. Yeah, sorry about your luck.
Well, maybe they found something with Brungard that's clicking now.
I think so. Well, they're kids. I mean, and they needed a win, and they got one against Columbiana, and they defeated Jackson Milton last week. So we'll see what happens.
How's your Crestview team doing down there as well?
I mean,
were you surprised at that one? You sounded like it on the radio.
I'm a little surprised that JFK outplayed them the way they outplayed
in the
them
second
in the second
half.
half. It's a tale of two halves. Crestview was up 14-0 at halftime, and I was like, okay. Didn't expect that. I expected JFK to score some points. I didn't expect Crestview to shut them out in the first half. And then JFK just went nuts in the second half, scored 28 unanswered points, and yeah, that was the end of that. So they adjusted. They adjusted really well. Crestview's going to win this week. They get East Cleveland Shaw. Their game against South Range is going to be, okay, win this game, you got a better than average chance of getting into the state playoffs. Lose this game, you got a better than average chance that you're probably not going to go to the state playoffs unless you win out. So
we have Struthers here tonight, and Willie Mitchell's a beast,
yes,
obviously.
He is.
How do they have a shot against Canfield?
They've got more than a shot against
4-0 against 4-0.
This is going to be a great game. I think this has the makings of a pretty special game.
Is Willie Mitchell good enough alone to make this a difference?
No, they're going to have to. They're going to have to do more than just that.
He's good though.
No, he is absolutely he is. But they're going to have to. They're going to have to do more than that. And Canfield's going to have more than just their quarterback, Vinny. They're going to have to. The stars are going to be there, and they're going to show up and they're going to play their game. But it always comes down to, who's got the supporting role, who's got the better supporting cast. And this one's tough because, man, both teams are pretty unbelievable. And this may not be the only time they see each other this year, Gare.
Possibly. That whole region.
Yeah, that's a crazy region.
It's all, well, you're talking about Struthers with Poland.
Well, that's right. Struthers is a 4. They're not a 3. Never mind. This will be the last time the only time they play each other. Because Canfield's a 3.
And they're number 1 in the region.
But you look at that. You look at that region in Division 4.
Poland,
Steubenville's in that region.
They're number 1.
Yeah.
After beating Bourne, which I was at that game. Real quick, give me your. How do you love Reno Sockotch or no?
No, it's just, I don't like that. I love the
great
passion.
Atmosphere, by the way.
I love the atmosphere.
Great passion by the fans.
I love the pageantry there.
Yes.
I love the
horse
passion of the fans.
The
horse with the smoke. I love all of that stuff. It's just Reno has become a smaller version of Joe Paterno, where he runs the city and he's bigger than the city, and you can never have that. He should have been gone the moment those two kids were arrested. He should have had his ass fired that moment, or suspended at the very least that moment.
But instead, they're back at it again,
And they're back at it.
number one in their region. And
Yeah.
and Boardman had them in the first half.
They did.
They lost one of their top players, Joe Iaraci, not
Yep.
Iaraci.
Yep.
And it was downhill after that. I don't know if directly correlated to his loss, but
And
they
Boardman-
couldn't do nothing in the second half like
and
they
you-
did in the first half.
And here's the thing, Gary. Boardman has no place to complain or no place to
No.
feel sorry for themselves.
They had
a
a-
very angry Cardinal Mooney team is coming into town this week. And then, oh, by the way, you got Canfield the following week. So your schedule got real difficult.
Will we see a swoon like last year with Boardman?
You could.
After a 2-0
You-
start,
you
they
absolutely
finished
could.
3 or 4,
And-
3
and-
and 7.
And let's be honest, Gary. Would we be surprised? I mean, I hate to say
I would,
that.
I would be.
I'd hate to say that, but history tells us this is what happens with Boardman. I mean, I hope that Boardman is able to surprise everyone and say, you know what, this ain't your daddy's Spartans. We're gonna take care of business this week, and then the following week and,
If
and the week
if
after.
they lose to Boardman or Mooney, Canfield beats Struthers. Canfield's going to come in Boardman steamrolling. I think they might just steamroll right over them. There's 3 losses in a row.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you just, I mean, put the Steubenville loss behind you. You got a big game this week against Cardinal Mooney, and don't think for a second Mooney hasn't figured out, wait a second, we're not getting into the playoffs unless we start winning some ball games here, and this game here could give us a large shot in the right direction.
Can Gerard miss out on the playoffs because of their scheduling?
No.
Whereas Mooney and Ursuline don't have a chance, almost basically. Ursuline doesn't.
Well,
Almost.
Gerard still has 1 or 2 games left where they're going to get enough points where they can sit back and say, you know what, they're not going to finish in the top 4.
Well, they're 6 right now, and they're undefeated, right?
They're not going to finish in the top 4.
They got Jefferson this week. They're 1-3.
Okay.
Kimmel's 1-3.
All right.
Brookfield's 1-3. This is why I'm asking you. I looked at Newton Falls is 2-2. LeBray is 2-2, and Liberty is 2-2. There's
LeBray
no
and
juggernauts
Liberty-
on that schedule.
Yeah, but LeBray and Liberty are going to get a
There's
lot of
no
wins.
juggernauts on that
No,
schedule
but
at all.
LeBray and Liberty are going to get enough wins where they're not going to finish in the top 4.
They can go 10-0
Yeah, Gerard's going to go 10-0, but they're going to probably finish 6th or 7th
or 8th.
in their
And what if they
region.
finish 9th? What does that mean?
Well, that means that their schedule wasn't good enough,
And,
and that's going to be a lot of people that are going to be angry.
You got Struthers.
But think about this for a second. You got Steubenville,
Yeah.
you got Poland, you got Struthers, you got Salem,
who
and
I've been a big
and there's
Salem.
a good.
They
That's
have a good game.
Salem team.
They have a good game.
They got a game against Canton South this
Canton
week.
South is 4-0.
And Canton South is in that region as
They're in
well,
that
and they're
region.
4-0.
They're
That's
4-0.
that's going to be a big game for the Quakers.
Are they in this region?
Yeah, they're in this region. They're right below Salem.
Salem, Gerard, Canton South is they're right below Gerard, number 7.
Yeah.
And Lakeview's number 8. Wow.
Yeah.
And Lakeview's on a little climb, and let's see,
Yeah.
who do they got?
That's a stacked region.
Lakeview got Niles, and they'll blow Niles out. It's time Niles, they got to do something here. They can't. How do you lose with all that talent every year that they have?
I mean, is it all that talent, Garrett?
Well, they got talent. They got.
They're not showing it.
Well,
I mean-
Savin's got to be. I don't know if he's hurt. Is he hurt? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's got to be one of the tough running backs in the area.
Yeah.
Their
Huh.
quarterback's decent. Transfer. Kid came
I mean,
in.
it just
How
it
do
is
you?
what it is.
I mean, they're they lost to Youngstown East.
yeah,
Who's still trying to find themselves.
and that win went a long way. I think that Brian's going to have that team. Let me put it this way: you will not want to play East toward the end of the year. That's a nice program he's starting to build up.
And then
So,
Fitch, our only Division I school. How are they doing?
Yeah. How about that? And I talked about it on my show today. Today's the 40th anniversary of Black Monday. And I talked about it from a sports aspect. Can you remember? Well, you and I graduated
They're 14.
in 82.
Yes.
You and I graduated in 82.
Yes.
You graduated from a school that was AAA at the time, Wilson.
Yes.
I mean, look at the city schools when we graduated from high
Fitch
school.
plays East, by the way. And they'll beat East at home.
Youngstown East.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
They'll beat it. They'll beat it. And then
maybe
they play.
not.
Then they play Massillon.
I'm just saying maybe
Fitch
not.
needs to win the next couple.
Oh,
weeks.
they definitely
Then
do.
Lakeside's 3-1. McDowell area PA is 1-3. Boardman's 3-1, and Mooney's 1-3. They finished with Mooney.
Yeah, you never know.
I
I mean, what I was
they're
sa-
14th now, so it
Yeah.
really doesn't look good.
what I was talking about was look at the city series when you were in school. Wilson was a AAA team. South was a AAA team. Rayen was AA, and so was North.
When I played, North was already gone. 80.
That's true.
I think
yeah,
80 was
North.
70,
North was. Yeah, you're right.
79 might have
You
been
are
last
correct.
year, I'm not
You
sure.
are correct. Rayen was AA, but Cheney was AAA, and East was AAA.
South?
And and East, Cheney, Wilson, and South were all AAA, and Rayen was AA.
But then there were only 4 teams in the playoffs, and Wilson never even smelled it.
No, that's true.
Kind of like Latonia.
Yeah, but at least you
Let's
were
talk
able to
about
play against Boardman.
Yes, first game of the year against
you
Bernie Kosar.
You sacked Bernie.
Against Bernie.
Yeah, you sacked Bernie.
Yeah,
you know?
but we lost on a long bomb by
didn't you guys beat
Kosar
him?
to Kessler. No,
No?
we had them beat.
All right.
Penalty, raced that, and then they threw a long touchdown
His
pass.
junior year was their state championship year, and it never happened because the teachers
strike,
went on
yeah,
strike.
yeah.
That team was going to win a state championship. There is no. You'll never convince me otherwise.
It's been 87 since when they lost to Princeton.
That team was ridiculous. I mean, that was a really, really good Boardman team.
Well, we played them. That's our first
Yeah.
game every
Oh,
year.
man.
Woodrow Wilson, Boardman.
That was a ridiculous team.
Like it was nothing like football back then. I'm
No,
sure it's
no.
we can say that
Well,
because that's when we played.
I mean, look, 35 years later, 2/3 of our population in the Mahoning Valley is gone.
True.
And I said this on the air. Yeah, we still have good football, but it's nowhere near
No.
where it was.
No.
And we're no longer a factor in the state of Ohio. As much as everyone would like to think we are, we're not. We're not a factor in the state of it anymore.
Okay, switch gears real quick.
Sure.
Collegiately, Youngstown State. Did they benefit at all from this game?
Yeah, everyone got to play. I mean, except for the punter. He hasn't played in 2 games.
Was Mays at quarterback the whole time?
Yeah,
the whole time.
Mays was at quarterback the whole time. Hunter would have played if it were a conference game. He would have played. Give him a week off. He gets another week off with the bye week. Everyone should be good to go when South Dakota State comes to town.
I hate to talk about the Stu Mill kid again, but
I don't.
As
far as I'm concerned, he belongs on the team. You know what?
Can he play?
I think he can. I mean,
Does he look good out there?
He's out of shape. He was winded. I mean, I think he had 20 snaps. He got a tackle. He assisted on another tackle. He's very winded, very out of shape. But I think that these next couple of weeks, I doubt very seriously if he winds up starting with this team. But this is a kid.
Does anything happen out of this at all?
No, I mean Youngstown State, they're not appealing
Students,
anymore.
they're not upset about
look,
it.
at the end of the day, it's like I said Monday on the show. At the end of the day, if anyone has a problem with this, you don't have a problem with Youngstown State. You can't. I mean, Youngstown State did what they
pursued him.
Yeah, but they did what they needed to do and said, look, we can't have you on our team this year. Take a year off. What they should have done was redshirt him, and they didn't. They didn't redshirt him. So that kind of precipitated Malik to say, you know what, you promised me that I would get a fair shake here. I didn't get a fair shake. His 14th Amendment rights were denied. I'm trying to be a scholar here. I don't even know what the hell the 14th Amendment is.
Sounded good, though.
It sounded good,
You
though.
should have just kept talking. Nobody would know the difference.
Sounded pretty good. So
that old 14th Amendment there.
So he sues Youngstown State, and the district court judge said, yeah, you're right. You win. So
PR-wise, it's not.
Yeah,
not
but
great.
everyone has a problem with this. Take it up with the judicial system. That's your beef. Your beef isn't with Youngstown State because they tried to say, we're gonna scoot away from you, and it is what it is. Now,
Can he contribute? Can he help the team win?
absolutely he can. I mean,
Okay.
before he
Bingo.
Well, I mean, he's gonna have to get in better football shape. But before all of this happened, he was getting looks from West Virginia and Pitt and a couple of other schools. So he's a pretty good player.
Quickly, tell me about number 4. I've been hearing a lot about him. Defensive end. From transfer kid.
Oh, the kid from Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, he's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a speed rusher.
Yeah.
He's got I think 3 sacks in the first couple of games against.
Anything
Robert
like
Morrison.
Rivers at all?
A little bit.
Little bit?
A little bit. I'm not overly like him, but a little bit like him. He's a speed rusher like Derek was. I was surprised when Carl Pelini made mention before the season started, our defense is going to be even better than this past year. And I kind of looked at him and said, you do realize that we just lost 2 guys to the National
NFL.
Football League. I mean, those kids don't grow on trees. And he's like, no.
Did the
don't-
freshman running back show up?
Yes. Yeah.
I like that.
Everyone's playing. I'll tell you what, the running game, when we lost Webb and we lost Ruiz, I'm thinking to myself, okay, Tevin McCaster did pretty well. But after Tevin McCaster, Alessi didn't really get into many games. I don't know about this freshman from Cincinnati. I don't know anything about him.
He's a
Let me
real
tell you
deal,
something. He puts on number 20 and he looks just like Jody Webb. He plays just like him.
Well, who they got this week? Give us an update real quick.
They've got an off week this week. They're
Oh,
getting
that's
set.
right.
They're getting set.
My man
for
Bob
conference
Hannon's
play.
going to a Buckeye game this weekend. His
Seriously?
daughter attends Ohio State, and
Oh,
they're-
wow,
they have a
okay.
bye week, and he's going down
All right.
this
all
week.
right.
We'll have him here next week, I think. We're going to
All
try
right.
to get him here on just to get his opinion.
Interestingly enough, they're playing UNLV. You got Hannon down there. I'm not trying to correlate the two. I'm just saying, just leaving it out there. Leaving it out there. Bob, take the points. Just trust me. Take the points. Ohio State doesn't score enough. Take the points.
Were you impressed with the Buckeyes' victory at all?
Well, they
over
played
Army?
Army. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Did you
They
see
were
some
all right.
good things?
Yeah, they played
Are
Army.
you a JT hater or no?
No, God, no.
No?
No, absolutely not.
He belongs their quarterback at
He's
Ohio
your
State?
quarterback, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer,
for the rest
in
of the year.
sickness and in health.
Exactly.
Till the Michigan loss do you part. It is what it is. You guys are going to be fine.
Well, we'll see. We got a UNLV and then then Rutgers
Yeah.
at Rutgers.
And
at
who's coming up
Rutgers.
next? The Sisters of the Poor,
At Rutgers.
the Blind of the Blind Association. Good Lord, UNLV. This is the team that lost to a team that they were favored by 44 points. Not only did they not cover, they got beat. What was it? Howard
This
beat
is like
them.
a 60-6 game, you think?
Well,
Roughly?
you guys can't score 60 points, so
We'll be okay.
maybe
We're getting better.
a little bit. Bit.
We're warming up against
Yeah, it's
these
all right.
patsies.
You guys are all
Notre
right.
Dame?
Notre Dame's got Michigan State.
Oh, where
yeah,
at? Where at?
it's in East Lansing.
Okay.
So I'm kind of torn on this.
Why?
I want Notre Dame to win, but I kind of want to see LJ Scott do well. I'm a Valley guy. I like LJ.
So he rushed for 200 yards and they lose? Would you be happy with
Well,
that?
I don't want to see him embarrass my defense, but
Okay.
if he can get over 100 in a losing effort and we curb stomp him by about 20, I'll be happy.
Is there a time on that game yet?
Yeah, it's a night game.
It's
Yeah,
prime
it's a night
time,
game.
so
yeah,
good.
it's a prime time game. It's going to be on Fox because it's not in South Bend.
So 12 o'clock Buckeye game, I'll have a chance to watch some
Yeah, absolutely.
night games this week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looking
12
forward.
o'clock game. What are you, 4 in the morning? You're out of here.
No.
You know.
Oh, to go down
Yeah,
there?
to go down to Columbus. 4 or 5
Five
in
or
the morning.
yeah, around there. By the
What
time.
do you guys serve for a tailgate for a noon game? What, bacon and eggs?
Well, you'd be surprised. You go anywhere you look, you can find whatever food you
I
want. I can't do the
don't-
Bloody Marys this year now with my.
don't know if I can do a brat at 9:30
You'd be
in the
surprised
morning.
what you could do at 9:30 in the morning with a couple Bloody Marys. You could do a lot of things.
Well, that's true.
You know.
Yeah, that's,
But
I don't even want to.
yeah.
think about what I would do with
Yeah.
a couple of Bloody Marys.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, I'm out of the game anyway now with alcohol. So.
I know what I'd do with a couple of Marys, but with a couple of Bloody Marys, it's probably a little crazier. So, yeah.
What are you looking forward to most this weekend?
Sleep. No, I hope we get an exciting game Friday night. Ursuline and Harding at Mollenkopf.
And I got you down for Ursuline winning, right?
I'm not saying who's going to win. Come on, you know better than that. The team that scores the most points. But I do know this is a must game for both teams. Yeah,
The
absolutely.
loser could pack it in almost.
Well, it's going to be that much tougher. It's
Cool.
tough. Very, very difficult.
KBN has who?
KBN has the Boardman Mooney game from Boardman.
Okay. So
Yeah.
technically, then I could go to Canfield and listen to the Boardman Mooney game.
Technically, you could, yeah.
And I hate 7:30 starts. Oh, I just hate them.
Yeah,
On Friday
that's-
night.
No, that's not a 7:30 start.
Boardman is.
Mooney.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Ah, well,
Ernie
someone's gonna have
Kozar's
to-
in town. You got to get him on your radio show
well,
that earlier that day.
someone's going to have to explain to the people at 570. Hey, by the way, you're not starting till 7 o'clock.
Oh, they don't know that
It's a
yet?
7:30 game. Just let you know. Yeah.
There we go.
Live radio.
Well, they just gotta listen to your radio, and they'll
live
find,
radio is a beautiful
they'll
thing.
find
Gary.
that out.
Yeah, it's just
Looking
wonderful.
forward to Friday being on with you again. Buckeye,
there you
talk
go.
Buckeyes and
Yeah,
high school.
you know,
and
well, I mean, I'm here, so you can be with
Sure.
me, and it's all good.
all good.
I like the fact you're wearing your Browns
Gotta
stuff,
represent.
even though they're 0-2.
I gotta represent.
Look, Browns fans, just hold on a second.
Can we beat Indianapolis?
Hold on a second. Trust the fat, ugly radio guy. No, get your no,
Your
no, not
Buffalo-
him.
your
Me,
Buffalo Bills.
me. No, trust me. Y'all are in good shape. You're gonna win this
Why you gotta
Sunday,
throw me into your group?
and
here?
you're gonna win against the Jets, and you may even win against the Bengals. They're fine. It's gonna be okay.
So the Browns
Let-
be 3-2.
Let me put it to you this way: if the Browns had opened the season against the Colts and the Jets, that had started the season 2-0, and everyone would have called me and said, "Man, look at how good the Browns are," and then I would have been the a-hole to tell everyone,
gonna lose next-
"You haven't played anybody yet."
Yeah, that's true.
So just relax. You just got done playing the best team in the AFC, not named New England, and a team that historically has a great defense. And oh, by the way, they're going to be a playoff team this year too. So
Well, they played Cincinnati and Cleveland. That's not much.
yeah,
of a,
but you know
not
what?
much of a gauge
yeah,
so
but
far.
that team defensively is
They
going
don't
to.
have a lot on offense. They
Yeah,
really
but that's
don't.
all right. They still got Flacco.
Yeah, they got
I mean,
Flacco.
it's okay. They're
West
going to be
isn't
okay.
a game breaker at all, though.
No,
Former
no.
Browns running back.
But you know, Cleveland's going to be okay.
They'll be
They'll
okay.
get 5 or 6
Let's hope.
wins this year.
And we got to get Garrett back. It'd be nice to have him back.
I guess there's a rumor flying around he might be back this week.
High ankle sprains are tough for him.
Yeah, I know.
Played
I know.
with a lot of them.
I know.
Well,
Well,
thanks for-
I never played with any, so you know.
well, you had to play the tuba though. You had to make sure you
well, I
stepped
played
in
tuba
or
Come on.
whatever.
I
You're
played
in the
the
band, trombone,
Yeah.
whatever. it is.
I had one high ankle sprain, and I was like,
There you
yeah, I
go.
don't want to ever do this
Tripped
again.
over the 40-yard line. Was
No,
it, or
I was showing off my blazing 4.25 40 speed.
4
That's
hours?
4 minutes and 25 seconds. And let's be honest, I was running away from someone, and I ran into a ditch, and I didn't see it,
Oh,
and just jerked the ankle the wrong way. And oh yeah, I went down like a.
was this recent or back in the day?
Oh no, this was way back in the
In
day.
your athletic days.
Yeah, way back in my athletic days, quote unquote. Yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Ronnie.
All right,
That's
man.
Ron Patessa, 1390, the sports animal. They're at Urson Harding game this weekend,
Up at Mollenkoff.
and then you tune in on. Well, no YSU game.
No
to talk
YSU,
of,
I'm
so,
off Saturday.
So you got a nice
I
weekend.
might go to Buffalo just to see my Bills play Denver this
Wow, there you
weekend.
go.
Yeah.
That's Ron Patessa, voice face made for radio. He's
Yeah,
our
boy,
guy.
you ain't lying.
And I'm glad to have you here, Ronnie. Thank
All
you
right,
for
thank
coming
you,
in.
sir.
We'll be back with more Yards After Contact from Kelly's Bar in Youngstown, Ohio. And welcome back to Kelly's Bar on Mahoney Avenue in Youngstown, Ohio. This is Yards After Contact, and with me now is assistant coach of Struthers Wildcats, Coach Pasquarelli. Did I say that right?
Correct.
Good. Tell me about yourself, first of all. How long you been at Struthers? How long you been with Kurt? What's your background?
9 years in Struthers as a teacher. This is our 6th year with Kurt. Came in with Kurt. I actually coached a year with Saunders, Dallas Saunders.
Okay.
But I did coach a couple years with Kurt at Highland as well. So
Okay.
all my high school time and careers because of Kurt Kuntz. So
And you played, you're a Ursun grad?
I am an Urson grad, 99. Correct.
And a little bit of playing background?
Played for Scott Nizwicki and Dick Engel. Played with some really good ones, Mike Eccles, Sean Penny,
Sure,
DB
wow.
receiver,
Yeah.
and went on to Hiram and played 4 years there.
Okay, and Penny went to Ohio State.
Penny went to Ohio State, and Eccles went to Wisconsin. Had pretty good careers.
Nice.
Yeah.
So how's things at Struthers going? What's the atmosphere? What's the vibe? How is this? This is huge. Yes.
This is big. The thing with Struthers is it's like this every week. You know, the community comes out and supports us no matter if we're 0-4, 4-0. But it's Canfield week, so it's everyone is just a little more excited, kind of on edge, and everyone knows what a big game this is.
Well, how big is this game? What's your guys' perception? Is this a make or break game?
Absolutely. I mean, you know, you want to say the correct answer is every week's a make or break week.
Sure,
but
that's
it's
coach
Canfield.
speak, yeah.
You know, it's you know we're each 4-0, and this is one of the big tests as far as in our conference, and it just every year, can you beat the Canfields of Poland's and things like that? So
What's the recent history of this matchup?
it goes back and forth. Last year we were able to get them on our home field, and going to 9-1.
Big
The
win.
year before that, though, it was continuous clock at their place. So that's still in the back of our minds every time we go there, just knowing that if we don't capitalize every play, that it can quickly become that again.
Sure. Two things that I know of without even trying is your one of your leaders and captains, AJ Iarussi, is out, and another AJ isn't there either this year. He graduated and went on to Kent State. Your thoughts on not having those two guys?
I would love to have both AJs right now
Yeah,
this week.
a
I
pair of
probably
them.
have a little bit more confidence. AJ's obviously playing at Kent on scholarship. Hopefully has a great career out there, which I think he will.
Yes.
And then losing AJ Iarussi to season-ending knee surgery, you really can't overcome